Hey, y'all. Welcome back. Um, in case this is going on YouTube, hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Um, this this video is originally intended for my Substack. And so I think I'm I think I may be putting this on YouTube. And so but I just wanted to say, hey, this is a get ready with me. It's not like my other post. And I am talking about some really interesting things that's going on with me and some things that I've been processing. And stay tuned because this may be something that blesses you, something that helps you. And I'm going really deep into, not necessarily too deep, but it's a sacred conversation. And I think that I'm building a community here of people that have the capacity for sacred conversations. So, yeah, so without further ado, let's get into the video. So I did decide that I'm going to put a clip of this Substack post onto YouTube. So this is just going to be an excerpt from my Substack post. I'm going to put a link to the full Substack post in the description. It's going to be free for the next 24 hours from the time that I would have posted the post that's linked in the description. So if you want to catch the full video, the full tea on what's happening, life update, real, raw, and unfiltered life update, then definitely click the link in the bio. And I will see y'all in the next post. But definitely watch this video, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and yeah, let's get on with this. I um I really believe that it is possible to live a profitable life. It is possible to run your life like a CEO. Actually, I think it's expected. If we look at the parable of I don't know if it's a parable, if it was real, I think it was a parable. If we look at the parable of the talents, I think it was. That's one of my favorite parables. You know, God gave them a certain amount of talent, a certain investment. He deposited something in them, and he didn't tell them that he expected a return. He didn't tell them, but you know, he expected a return. And one of them didn't meet the mark. The one that had the one talent did not meet the mark. The one that had the side that had the many talents, they brought back their double, right? But, the one talent fellow didn't bring back anything. And God said, "You slothful," or something he used, servant. And I don't want to be that. I don't want to be the he used a stronger word. I can't remember right now. But it was a very strong. It was much more stronger than I'm saying it. Um, Nonetheless, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the person that doesn't steward what the Lord gives me well. I don't want to be the one that doesn't um bring back the return that God expects. You know, I don't want to be the one that's unprofitable. You know, I don't think you should strive to be that one either. Whatever it is that the Lord has given you, it's our responsibility to steward that well. It's our responsibility to be integral and be what God said or do what the Lord said, to be fruitful, to multiply the things that He's given us. And so I guess in that instance, the master didn't need to tell the servants what to do because he's already given them that mandate from the beginning in Genesis when he said to be fruitful and multiply. That was a command. And so it is our duty, you know, to do what he says. Um, you know, because if not, then even the little that we have is going to get taken away. And I don't want the little that I have, which seems much to me. I don't want the little that I have to be taken away. And again, and when the Lord does bless me with the many, with the much, because I believe that it's his intention to do so, I want to steward the much well. And the only way that I'll know how to do that is if I steward the little well. You know, it's a saying, and I think it may be in the Bible, that to whom much is given, much is required. I think it's a it's maybe a scripture. Because what we tend to do is take scriptures and make sayings out of them. A flawed saying is a humble child tastes the grace of God. That's nowhere in the Bible because grace is something that's not earned, it's given lest we boast. But I digress. To whom much is given, much is required. And so I think the much that is required is the way of being because God takes us through these processes to make us a better being because that's a whole part of being renewed, be transformed by the renewing of our minds. And the rewiring of our minds isn't easy a lot of times because it takes changing your environment and it takes reading and digesting different kinds of books so that you could think differently and be different. And then the Lord sends tests, trials, tribulations to, you know, to test to see if you've learned the lesson or to try you so that you could exercise the things that he knows that he's deposited in you or the things that you would have been learning. We may not think so, but the Lord does teach us, and he doesn't teach us in a classroom. He teaches us in practicalities. He teaches us by the things that we do. It's giving. This is not going to be a paid piece of content. And if the Lord would have me to have this to be a free piece of content, then that's fine. That's okay with me. I am a CEO in this life. I don't hold shares. Oh my goodness. I think when we really understand what it is to be a CEO, then we'll realize, um, you know, because a lot of CEOs are hired. They don't necessarily have shares. And if they do, they're definitely, in some cases, not all, they may not be the, majority shareholder. And I only could talk like this because I know how companies are formed. I know the structure of it. I know, the ramifications of company formation and things like that. And that's why I renamed this platform CEO Lifestyle because I am aware. I need moisturizer. I don't want to put this makeup on without moisturizer, and I don't see my moisturizer in here. It's in my other bag. That's crazy. But we are not, we're we have this life to steward. We have this life to direct according to our creator. And I had to start looking at my life in the premise of I made no active investment in me being here. I have no investment in my presence on this earth. I'm here because I was sent here and I have a work to do here. And it is my responsibility to do that work. It's my responsibility to delegate what needs to be delegated as a CEO to ensure that my purpose is fulfilled. That's why in Habakkuk 2, when it says, write the vision, make it plain, that they that see it, they could run with it. That means that God intended for us to live this life with a team around us, with a community around us. And so certain things we delegate to our team, our community, and certain things are delegated to us. That's how we are designed to be in community. It is not designed for us to be in this life by ourselves. And acknowledging that, knowing that, it'll help you to be a different person in this life. And I think that's where I'm at. Um, that is where I'm at. I am aware of the fact that my life is going to look like a combination of consequences and or reward, and it's going to also look like favor. Some things are not earned. Some things are given. Some things are blessed. Some things we are blessed with. Some things we get we do not earn, but it's just the Father's intent to give it to us, and so that's how we have it. So because I'm gonna need to make a deposit today that tomorrow is gonna be proud of. I want to do something today that's going to yield me a benefit in my future because I know that I don't have the future. I don't really even have the past. The past is the past. The only thing that I can get from the past is lessons learned. And I could honor the decisions that I made or learn from the decisions I've made in the past. But the past is gone like a vapor. It's no longer coming back. I'm not a time traveler. There's nothing that I can do to rewrite history for me. I'm holding on to the fact that God does all things well. This year has been crazy all by itself. This year has been extremely crazy because we started off the year expecting a new child. You're gonna more understand what I mean when I say CEO lifestyle. It's not what you think. It's really not what you think. It's not the flashy, um, whenever you hear of CEO, it's not like this idea of being flashy with the huge car, the big house. It is more so about stewarding the life that God gave me and the life that God gave you.